you with us on Africa in Business.
Afternoon, Thami. Good to have me. Thank you.
So what exactly is Vision 2040 and what does this plan mean for South Africa?
As you indicated, Vision 2040 is a bold and courageous vision or plan, which we adopted last year, actually, after extensive consultation. You would know that South Africa is endowed with biodiversity, as well as its rich heritage, cultural heritage. So what Vision 20 says is that how do we make sure that we harness what we own and what we have and maximize beneficiation so that we can address some of the societal challenges, whether they're inequality, jobs, and or unemployment, as well as just assisting small businesses, particularly in rural areas where most of our national parks are based.
And can you take us through some of the stakeholders that you're working with on this vision?
We have quite a wide range of stakeholders. Firstly, which I think for me is very important, is community leaders, people that live in and around the national parks. We have small businesses that have we've got an exhibition at the Indaba. We have just been, and there's the people that are doing all sorts of things, ranging to be used for giving people in tourism establishments to education initiatives. Then we've got funding communities. We have own private reserves. We've got other conservation agencies in the country. We've got traditional leaders, traditional healers. They're all here, and they're pledging their part and contributing towards this greater vision.
It really is a number of stakeholders and very diverse as well. Can you take us through some of the challenges that you are foreseeing or that you may have already faced in ensuring that there is actually genuine collaboration between the relevant stakeholders? Ultimately, you want to ensure that there's a thriving sector that benefits all the parties, but sometimes you might find that you actually have parties with very, conflicting or differing objectives.
Yes. I think the biggest one is the translation of the vision into reality. Because the reality of the South African situation is that people are saying, not another vision. When are we going to see tangible change? And there's an urgency to try and get things, tangible benefits. At the same time, there is also a conversation about the how, right? How much do you open up parks, and how much do you leave some of these areas in a pristine way? And also, the panic, which I think it is justified, if you ask me, about the need for jobs and creating the employment opportunities. But then the tension also comes in, how many people can you absorb in the system? Because on the one hand, because of its visionary nature, it can also raise expectations. So I think the biggest challenge that we face is how are we gonna translate this so that it becomes a reality, and then people don't feel like, well, that's another plan, nothing came out of it. And I think for me, that's what keeps me awake at night.
Do you think that you'll be able to achieve the deadline that's been set, 2040?
Yes. With collaboration and commitment from a whole lot of people, we do have already a commitment for the next years from the next 6 years from the Global Environmental Fund that has given us 240 million. SanParks itself money, so we're talking about doubling that amount. There are other potential partners. Some of them are going to give us in-kind support. Like, for example, we have the CAFCITA here, which is a skills organization. They are here to also lend their hand. And we've got organizations like Sanlam who are supporting with funding entrepreneurs in the rural areas. I think that, Thami, if I were to say that we'll achieve everything, I don't know, but we all live in hope. And as they say, if you don't dream, if your dream is not big enough, you will then fall short. So let's dream big and let's deliver and let's change the rural landscape and integrate our national parks within that.
And continue to live in hope. Ms. Pam Yako, we thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. She is the chairperson of the South African National Parks. A very bold vision, Vision 2040, takes us to exactly 4:49.
Ahoy, mate.